is the first thing you would change or do?
Well, I think that what I would do is that we have really a lot of priorities in the city, and I would change the budget structure so that we have a budget that is based on community priority. And that means that we involve the public in doing a survey of all the different services that the city has to offer, and actually going to the people in different charrettes to find out what specifically is most important to them, understanding that public safety is always number one.
And time. If you're elected, what's the first thing you would change or do if elected?
I'll be there all day, every day. Come and see me. My office door will be open. I want to know what you all think. I know most of you. I want to know what you have to say. I want to represent you well. I want to give you my top priority. I will be there for you. That's the first thing I will do, is throw open my door, and you're all welcome to come. Please email me. Please come. Please call. I want all of your input.
It's just, what would the first thing you would do, what would be the first thing you would change or do if elected?
Well, as one vote, it's hard to change things, but I can tell you what I'm already going to try to change. I'm going to try to change the situation whereby council members really need to disclose properly when they, instead of bringing motions at the last minute that haven't been part of the agenda packet that are fully developed. The last budget cycle, for example, we had this fully developed motion, a very whole bunch of different things on it, including $600,000 for unnamed ballot initiatives. We have to allow ourselves the time to go out in the community and have these ideas vetted. We can't just bring them forward out of a hat.
And time. Larry?
Chula Vista desperately needs a team that with city support can go out and help us recruit key companies to move or expand in Chula Vista. So the first thing I would do is get on the phone with some key business leaders, confirm my belief that they would be very willing to serve in that capacity, and I would follow that with a presentation to my colleagues to ask for their support in forming such a team so we can get some good jobs here in Chula Vista.
The question is, what would I do if elected? What would I do first? Cut the pay and the benefit of the city bureaucrats. For far too long, these wages have been extraordinarily high and the benefits have been high. I would eliminate the car allowances that some on this dais in connection with the council are still taking. I would work with the police department, basically to find the resources and to develop the path towards finding the funding in connection with shortening the response times in connection to crime. I would also, and I want to thank Mr. McDonald again, work immediately to place emergency medical personnel on our first responding fire trucks, because the lives of many of us weigh in the balance.
When I was in high school, we had a guy named Gary Chapman. Some of you have to know him. He's just a Chula Vista legend. You know, Coach Chapman, he always told us, do the right thing. I always thought it was the corniest thing when you're a 17-year-old punk. But now, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come in, I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to always be accessible. I may live in Eastlake, but I spend more time at Filippi's, Labellas, and Lolita's than anywhere else in town. I'm going to be all over the place. And if you want to get a hold of me and you want to talk to me, it's going to be over a carne asada burrito, maybe some Filippi's pizza with little jalapenos and pepperoni on it. But I'm going to be there, and I'm going to do the right thing. I don't care about what special interests have to say. I'm not taking their money. I care what you have to say.
And time. Okay.